And, you know, what do I have to do? I think that's great that he asks those questions. He gets up and talks to the coaches. And I think that helps him, is just being honest and telling him, hey, look, these are the things that you got to get better at. This is what you got to do. He's a heck of a young man. I think he's got a good future. It's just, it'll come in time.
Is this where having a guy like Alex Armour, should you want to bring him up, have a veteran who can step in a situation like this?
Yeah, I mean, I know we worked Alex at tight end a lot, but there are also some other things that Alex does as well, and he is a four-phase special teams guy as well.
Is Armani Rogers, is he in the building
Yeah.
watching all three of us?
Oh yeah, he's Armani's he's a gym rat. He loves it. It's so unfortunate because the young man did such a great job his rookie year. It'd been great to have him available for us, but unfortunately we don't. But yeah, he is around. He's actually got the boot off now, and they've been working him. So it's good to see him coming by and spending some time. And I think he's even popped into the meetings a couple of times, which he doesn't have to be at. But I think just being here and being around the guys is a big deal too.
When you're going up against like Sean McDermott, obviously you know well. I'm sure like, the first time you probably faced him, people are like, oh, you probably know each other's systems. As the years go by, does it become less and less of that? People become they evolve, or is it ultimately still everybody kind of still does a lot of the same?
Well, it's kind of both. People do certain things. It's ingrained. It's very basic though. But some of the exotic stuff, some of the stuff that they've kind of learned and evolved to, those begin to show up. And that's that's one of the cool things about it. But now we're at the point where the newness of playing guys that you came up in the league with, guys that you've worked with. That's kind of wearing off a little bit. He's been doing his thing for the last 5-6 years, and doing it well. And so this will be a great opportunity for us.
What's it like when you go up against a quarterback like Allen? You can do everything right defensively. You can still make a play that beats you. What do you tell defensive guys in this situation?
Discipline more than anything else. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to have rush lane discipline. You've got to have discipline in terms of your coverages. You can't let him look you off. You can't lose your guy when he starts to scramble around. You've got to plaster. As pass rushers, you've got to make sure you contain him. If you're going to let him run, make sure he runs to his opposite side. You don't want him scrambling to his right. That's where he's really deadly. Going to the left, that's a little tougher throw. So, those are the types of things that I know Jack has mentioned to those guys, and they just got to understand. This game is about being rush discipline.
You can do all that, and you can still make a play.
Yep, he can. But if you give yourself an opportunity, to make a play on him, by being disciplined, by doing the things you're supposed to, you get a chance to make those plays.
Why is he so good throwing on the run specifically?
I don't know if it's necessarily just throwing on the run as much as breaking the pocket and extending the play. When you've got receivers that understand your quarterback and they know, they do things to help put themselves in position to make plays. They present a good target to them. I don't know if you guys know, it was one of the things that we worked on this year was, anytime we got off platform, we got off play, I didn't blow the whistle right away, kept the whistle, kept it going. So these guys learn and understand what our quarterbacks do, what Sam does, what Jacoby does, what Jake does when they scramble around. And so it's one of those things you go back and look at certain teams that have done this, i.e. Kansas City, Seattle. These off-platform plays are a big deal, especially with quarterbacks that are mobile.
Ben, last one. Random question, but the illnesses, what is that? Just basic minor cold stuff, or is there something going on?
No, it's cold stuff. It's flu stuff, flu-like symptoms, stuff like that. They've all been tested and everything like that. They send them home with medicine. I mean, if there was if you could rate them like you used to, they'd all be listed as probable. We'll just check them in the morning. We expect them to be good. We had a couple of guys earlier in the week. On Tuesday, we sent home, with flu-like symptoms, and they came back and practiced on Wednesday. So that's, that's kind of the. Not necessarily, because I mean it is Friday now, and that was Tuesday. So hopefully I think it's just what's floating around outside, or anything else.
We would have sent Paris on the other day.
All right. Yeah. Oh, God.